Welcome to Rare Coins Value. The 1973 half-dollar coin from the United States of America is a beautiful and historically rich piece of American currency that carries the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. This coin is part of the Kennedy half-dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964, just a few months after the tragic assassination of President Kennedy in 1963. The American people wanted a way to honor and remember him, and thus his portrait was placed on the half-dollar coin. The 1973 edition continues this tribute, and although it is not made of silver for circulation purposes, it remains a valuable collectible among numismatists due to its history, symbolism, and elegant design. The obverse side front of the 1973 half-dollar features the left-facing portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at that time. His design captures Kennedy's youthful and dignified appearance, symbolizing hope and progress for America. Above his head, the word liberty arches around the top of the coin, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is engraved beneath the portrait, split into two parts by the neckline. The year 1973 appears at the bottom, signifying its minting year. Every small detail of the design, from Kennedy's hair to the contours of his face, was crafted to reflect the respect and admiration the nation had for him. On the reverse side back of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparro, is the presidential seal of the United States. This includes a heraldic eagle with a shield on its chest, clutching an olive branch in its right talon to symbolize peace, and arrows in its left talon representing military strength. Above the eagle's head is a ring of 13 stars, signifying the original 13 colonies, along with the national motto, E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one. Surrounding the eagle are 50 small stars representing the 50 states of America. The United States of America and half-dollar complete the design. This side of the coin reflects both the strength and unity of the United States and serves as a proud emblem of the nation's ideals. In terms of composition, the 1973 half-dollar is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core, giving a total weight of 11.34 grams and diameter of 30.6 millimeters. It has a reeded edge, and the coin was minted at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver versions were struck for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins with mirror-like finish for collectors. It's worth noting that 1973 half-dollars were not issued for general circulation. They were included in mint sets and proof sets only. This makes them somewhat rarer than regular circulation coins from other years, increasing their appeal to collectors. When it comes to value, most 1973 half-dollars found in average circulated condition are worth around 50 cents to $1, as they do not contain silver. However, uncirculated and proof versions can be worth significantly more. A 1973 S-proof coin, for example, can range between $4 and $10, depending on condition, while a high-grade MS-65 or MS-67 1973, D or 1973, no mint mark, half-dollar can fetch $15 to $50 or even more at auctions. The value depends heavily on factors such as mint mark, condition, luster, and whether the coin has been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Coins with rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, can also be worth considerably more to specialized collectors. Historically, the 1973 half-dollar sits at an interesting point in American coinage. By this time, silver had been removed from half-dollars for several years, starting in 1971. Despite that, the Kennedy design continued to enjoy great popularity, and the coin remained a cherished collectible rather than a commonly used coin in commerce. In everyday transactions, the half-dollar was already becoming less circulated because people preferred smaller denominations or paper money. Yet, its design and emotional significance kept it alive in mint sets and collector markets. For collectors today, the 1973 half-dollar is seen as a symbol of patriotism and remembrance. It represents not just monetary value, but also a deep connection to one of America's most beloved presidents and a period in history marked by hope, progress, and change. The coin's elegant design, strong historical roots, and limited circulation all contribute to its lasting appeal. Whether you are a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar stands as a fine example of American coin artistry and national pride. Continuing the detailed explanation of the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, let's explore its historical context, minting process, rarity, and collector significance in even more depth, so you can have a complete 10-minute understanding of this coin's importance and charm. The Kennedy half-dollar series holds a special place in American history because it represents a nation's grief turned into a lasting tribute. After President John F. Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963, there was a nationwide movement to honor him. The decision to feature Kennedy on the half-dollar was made almost immediately, replacing the Benjamin Franklin design. The first Kennedy half-dollar was released in 1964 and was struck in 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices, later coins, including the 1973 issue, were made from A, copper-nickel clad composition. This change not only reflected economic adjustments, but also marked the beginning of a new era in American coin production. The 1973 half-dollar came out during a period when the U.S. Mint was refining its production quality and experimenting with minting technology. Although millions of half-dollars were produced in 1973, they were not released for everyday circulation. Instead, they were reserved for collector sets, mint sets, and proof sets, which means that most of these coins are carefully preserved, resulting in many surviving in excellent, uncirculated condition today. Because of this limited distribution, finding a 1973 half-dollar and change is extremely rare. Many collectors today specifically look for high-grade 1973 D Denver and 1973 S San Francisco proof coins to complete their Kennedy half-dollar collections. The mint marks of this coin are quite significant. The Philadelphia Mint coins do not have a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins carry a small D mark located just below Kennedy's neck truncation on the obverse side. The San Francisco proof coins feature in Smart and are easily recognized by their deep mirror-like surfaces and frosted design details. Proof coins were struck multiple times under controlled pressure to enhance sharpness and clarity, giving them a brilliant mirror-like shine that made them stand out among ordinary coins. Collectors often treasure these proof coins because of their artistry and quality. From a numismatic perspective, the 1973 half-dollar also provides a snapshot of the United States' cultural mood in the early 1970s. The Vietnam War was drawing to a close, NASA's Apollo missions had captured the imagination of the world, and America was moving into a period of reflection and transformation. The continued presence of Kennedy's image on the half-dollar during this time represented a sense of unity, hope, and forward-thinking, ideals that Kennedy himself had embodied. His famous quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," seems symbolically carried forward through this coin. When discussing rarity and errors, there are a few interesting varieties of the 1973 half-dollar. Although not as famous as other error coins, some rare examples exist such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors which can increase the coin's value significantly. A perfectly struck proof coin with deep cameo. Contrast, meaning strong separation between the frosted design and mirror background, can command premium prices from collectors and auction houses. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, assign grades such as MS Mint State or PR proof to coins, and a high-grade 1973 S proof, PR 69 or PR 70 deep cameo, can be valued much higher than average coins, sometimes exceeding $50 to $100, depending on market demand. The physical appeal of the 1973 half-dollar also plays a key role in its desirability. The portrait of Kennedy, with its detailed engraving and realistic expression, captures both strength and serenity. The reverse design featuring the presidential seal adds a sense of authority and patriotism. Together, they make the coin not only a piece of currency, but also a miniature work of art. Its balanced composition, precise lettering, and well-defined details showcase the high craftsmanship of U.S. Mint engravers during that period. Even after decades, the coin's shine and appearance often remain impressive, especially when kept in proper storage conditions away from moisture and air exposure. In modern collecting, the Kennedy half dollar remains one of the most popular U.S. coins, and the 1973 edition holds a steady position among collectors completing full date and mint mark sets. Coin clubs, online forums, and numismatic communities often discuss the various die varieties, surface qualities, and grading details of this coin. Because it's not an overly expensive coin, it serves as an excellent starting point for new collectors who want to build their knowledge while owning a piece of American history. Its affordability, combined with its deep historical meaning, makes it both accessible and special. In summary, the 1973 Kennedy half dollar is more than just a piece of metal. It's a living reminder of one of America's most beloved presidents and a reflection of the nation's enduring spirit during a transformative era. Its design, craftsmanship, and historical value make it a timeless collectible. Whether displayed in a coin album, preserved in a proof set, or cherished as a family heirloom, this coin tells a story of remembrance, pride, and unity that continues to inspire generations. Backhand Index Pointing Right. If you like this detailed history, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more deep coin analysis and use coin stories.